at Mena, where the Leopards are getting set to take on the Mena Bearcats. And the captains are at midfield. We'll soon find out what happened with the coin toss. It looked like Mena did win the toss. They have deferred to the second half and are going to kick. The Leopards will get to start on offense tonight. They'll be moving from our right to left. We're on the home side here in Mena. Leopards again in all white, and that has become customary this year. They played all the road games in all white, and it's just not a sight that we're used to seeing from the Leopards, but it's a good look for them nonetheless. The Bearcats coming out onto the field as well. And a good crowd here on this cool October evening. Johnny, I'm just looking across the way. What, probably 60 or so Leopard fans made the trip?
It's a long trip. It's a good hour and 45 minutes over here, and it's a pretty good crowd just come this far. And this is not an easy ride over. You got to go straight through Hot Springs and come out to Mount Ida and take a left at Pencil Bluffs, and it's still another 30 miles beyond. So a good distance for the Malvern Leopard faithful to come over.
Johnny, who we have tonight for the isolated player of the game?
Jerry Davis is going to be our isolated player of the game, and that young man, he's been playing hard at the fullback outside linebacker position this year, and inside linebacker, and we think that he's going to have a very good football game tonight, and we expect great things from Jerry Davis.
Must have a pass to be on the track.
Leopard set up with the deep men up in front rather of the 20-yard line.
Dontel Henson, it looks like James King both back around the 20-yard line to receive. And Mike, the Bearcat kicker, is number 26, and that's Jerry Hensley. They're in a bunch kickoff.
They are bunched up there. Now they'll spread out along the 45-yard line.
Mike, these are the teams that go both ways, and some of these kids won't even get off the field at all during the football game.
And that could come into play. Malvern does have considerable depth. Now, there are a lot of kids on this team, so we may see a little bit of rotation out of them as well. Good kick, and is going to be fielded by Henson back inside the 10. Picks it up on the hop, finds some running room, cuts the outside, and now cuts back towards the middle of the field. And Henson brings it up just shy of the 40-yard line in good field position. Johnny, he was about one tackle away from taking it to the house.
He almost busted, but one of the defensive captains, Logan McCarthy, he stepped up and made the tackle near the 40-yard line and brings him down. But Malvern has great field position, starting out 1st and 10.
Ball spotted at, they're calling it the 38-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Trailer will step under center. I believe that's Henson alone in the backfield. Give is to Henson up the middle. Goes to make a cut, slips and falls. And Johnny, for the most part, the field looks to be in good shape, but there are some rough spots in the center of the field.
Yeah, it looks like maybe junior high may have played this week on the field. If not, the drainage off this field is kind of flat, so it may appear it's just holding a little bit of water. Nevertheless, it's wet on both sides. The Malvern's just going to have to adjust to the field conditions. They were out here warming up earlier. I think they understand exactly what's going to happen on the field.
Again, trips left for the Leopards. Trailer now sets up in shotgun. Takes snap, fakes the give. Looks to throw underneath, complete to King. At the 40-yard line, he'll be hit there. And he'll get up over the 40 to the 41, and the Leopards will face 3rd down.
Yeah, Mike, that was a tunnel screen over here. The trips to his left, and when Trailer got up and get the football, he threw a little bit behind King, and King grabbed it and kind of went inside and ran into the teeth of the defense. Maybe a gain of 2 right up near the 40-yard line.
Trish left, split right again. King split to the far side alone. Henson in the backfield alongside Trailer. Trailer takes a snap, looking to throw, has some pressure. It's the pass away, complete, or incomplete rather, intended for James King. I thought he had come up with it for a moment, but it just slipped through his hands, and the Leopards are going to face fourth down.
Yeah, a long 3rd down and 8, and King turns and does the curl route, right coming back to Trailer. Unfortunately, goes right through his hands and drops to the ground near the 50-yard line, and Malvern's going to have to punt.
Setting up to kick for the Leopards is Patrick Llewellyn. Snap bounces to him. He gets the kick away, almost blocked. And the kick will bound down to the 30-yard line. Nearly hit a Bearcat, but missed narrowly, and the Bearcats will start out first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, this is one thing that Coach Fogelman didn't want to do, is turn it over on downs to the Bearcats and give them more opportunity with their high-powered offense. Malvern's defense is just going to have to come up with a stop themselves and force a punt.
Well, as good as Malvern's offense has been at times, I don't think there's really that much question that the strength of this team, the consistency of this team, has been the defense so far this year.
No, it's the front four, and Malvern's defense is right up front, but still they've got to contain this quarterback.
Motion's give is to the up-back, looking for running room at the near side, and he's going to be hemmed up at the 30-yard line. On the carry, I believe, was Jerry Hensley.
Mike, I think that there's no question who stopped that play. It was Mario Archie. Excuse me, Mario Jamerson. He was out there at containment. He made the running back slow down, and he made the tackle himself.
Edwards takes a snap, rolls to his left, looking to throw. Looking underneath, throws incomplete.
Good pressure by Mitchell Whitman out there, getting in the face of the quarterback, forcing the pass out of bounds, and brings up a long 3rd down and 9.
9:46 to go here in the first quarter of play. Leopards 3 and out on their opening possession. Leopard defense trying to put the Bearcats in the same position.
Defensive containment has to be the goal right here.
Edwards backs away as the Leopards show blitz, and he'll get another signal from the sideline. 8 seconds left on the play clock as Edwards barks out the signals to his line. Takes a snap, now rolling to his right. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete rather, and the Leopards will put Mena in a 4th and 9 situation. They'll have to punt it to the Leopards.
Good job by the defense. Again, the quarterback could not scramble outside the pocket. He had to get rid of it pretty quick. Forced an errant throw low and out to the inside of the receiver, and he kind of dived and unfortunately come up short.
King, along with Trent Bryant. Bryant back in his traditional number 20 this week. Punt is away. Bounds at the 40-yard line, fielded on the hop. Across the 40. Now trying to get to the outside is Bryant. He gets up to about the 45-yard line, and then he's met by about 9-10 Bearcats there. And the Leopards, Johnny, end up with even better field position after the change in their exchange of punts.
Well, that's the key, and the field position is going to be a key in this football game, especially early on. Malvern's offense is going to have to put a few first downs together to move this football.
Leopards at the 45-yard line. One receiver to either side. Jared Davis in a slot position. Give is up the middle. Henson across midfield, and he'll be brought down at the 47-yard line of the Bearcats.
Excellent play. Kevin Bell was kind of a pull and tackle and coming across, as well as Jared Davis following him in the hole, and kicks out the defensive end as well as the linebacker and opens up a huge hole. That opens up any kind of play that Coach Fogelman wants to throw right now.
Second down, slightly less than 2 yards to go for the first. I formation for the Leopards. Trailer turns, gives Henson up the middle, breaks the initial tackle, fighting for the first down. He's met just shy of the 45, and he may be just shy of the first. The spot is, Johnny, just on the Malvern side of the 45.
I think Malvern's shy because you got to touch the line. I don't think they're quite on the line yet. If the ball's not on the line, then of the 45-yard line of the Bearcats. They're not going to give them the first down.
And from this angle, Johnny, it looks like the first down marker was just shy of the yard or the 45, so it's going to be within an inch or two either way.
What's strange is the chains are not quite 10 yards. If you notice, the chains on one side are inside the line, and this side it's inside the line.
I'm not sure he's got that right side stretched. Yeah, they're using the 50 as the mark.
Are they?
Yeah, the official at midfield has a mark of the 50-yard line.
Well, they're still trying to stretch the chain. They're saying it's about an inch off, so
we'll see when they get set back up, Johnny, if that was the case.
Unfortunately, the chains are 9 yards and 2 feet. Nevertheless, short down yardage for the Leopards. It's definitely fourth down territory if they can't make it there.
We got a few of the big boys in, Johnny, on a few of the defensive linemen in helping the offense. I notice Bell out there. I would imagine, well, no, I don't see Allison out there. He's played quite a bit on that offensive line, too, especially in these short yardage situations.
If they get the ball touching the 45-yard line, they definitely have a first down. So, anyway, 0-0 here at Randall Horton Field.
So again, excuse me, again, I formation for the Leopards. Davis in at fullback, give to Henson up the middle, has the first down, up near the 40-yard line, still pushing his way into Mena territory, and finally brought down, Johnny, looks like around the 37 of the Bearcats.
Oh, yeah, just kicked it off the right-hand side behind Kevin Bell, and there was Allison in there as well as tight end, and the big beef is pushing on these little smaller guys from Mena. Again, the Bearcats' strength is not their defense, it's their offense.
Well, one of the things Coach Fogman wanted to do was control the clock a little bit, and so far the Leopards are doing so on this drive. Swing pass near side, James King. He's at the 35, up inside the 30, and run out of bounds. They're going to spot him out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Oh, great play. It was almost a lateral throwing it out there to James King. He kind of backed up about a yard or two, and Traylor got it out there very quickly, and King was able to do it by his own effort, getting around the cornerbacks.
Traylor stepping up under center. Davis set up on the right side in the slot position. Give is to Henson, coming to the left side. He barrels his way inside the 20, still on his feet inside the 15, brought down at the 14-yard line.
Great play, and there again, number 9 isolated player of the game, Jared Davis, leading him into the hole, and good blocking and allowing Dontel to spin off another defender, rolling and get another 7 yards after the play. So great play by the isolated player, and Dontel Henson, man, he's got strong legs.
I formation for the Leopards. Traylor up under center, 2 receivers to the right. Give Henson up the middle, and he'll be brought down after a gain of a couple. He's very close to the 11-yard line.
Michael, I think what Coach Fogelman's seeing, we're blowing off the line of scrimmage or the defensive line by 2 yards. The defenders were all the way back inside the 10 with the offensive line. So Malvern's seeing something. And if Dontel wouldn't have got his feet tripped up right there around the line of scrimmage, would have had a good yardage gain right there.
Several Leopards switching in and out in between these last 2 plays. Traylor working out of shotgun, 3 receivers. To give this to Llewellyn off the right side. A flag comes down as Llewellyn gets up inside the 10-yard line. And Johnny, that flag generally indicates a holding penalty coming from the side judge or some type of illegal block.
Illegal shift by Malvern, and they're going to back them up 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Apparently somebody's moving towards the line of scrimmage, or 2 men at the same time. Didn't know exactly what had happened when the ball was snapped. And of course Llewellyn was coming in motion and back across, and Traylor was getting the inside handoff. But now moves Malvern into 2nd and 13 yards for a first down. They've got to get inside the 5 for the first. Ball's near the 17-yard line.
6 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score. Trailer up under center. Gives to Henson. Slips, nearly falls, and now leans forward toward just inside the 15-yard line. And the Leopards will face third and long, about 10 yards.
About got back to the original line of scrimmage, but slipped when he was trying to make his first cut, and when he did that, he almost went down and got a couple of yards out of him. Anyway, still need to get inside the 5 for the first. Malvern's hitting adversity a little bit right here. A little struggle with a penalty or two.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left for Trailer. Fakes the give, now throws underneath the King. King inside the 10-yard line and brought down at about the 7. And that's going to be shy of the first. The Leopards will face fourth down. We'll see if they feel like they're within Torres' range or not.
Yeah, about 4th and 3. And it appears that they're going to bring in Torres to kick it.
Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line as Torres gets set. The spot will be from just inside the 15. The kick is up, and it is good. A 25-yard field goal with 5:17 to go here in the first quarter, and the Leopards have the early lead, 3-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Enjoy your life. We make financial security easy. We're Malvern National Bank. We've got the strength to help you build a solid financial future. We're Malvern National Bank.
Back in Mena at Randall Horton Field, where the Leopards have taken the early 3-0 lead on the Bearcats. Johnny, not necessarily how you wanted to see that drive finish, but we got points on the board.
Yeah, we did, and we made good good strides right there on third down. Got near the first down. The tunnel screen opened up about 7 yards, but shy about 2.5. So Malvern at least put some first downs together, moved it from the 45 down inside the 7, and was allowing to cap off that drive with a Torres field goal. Put Malvern up 3-0.
Good leg, good accuracy there from Torres, by the way. As he gets set to kick it off now for the Leopards. Again, leading 5:17 to go here in the first quarter. The kick is away and will be fielded at the 15-yard line. Across the 25, the 30, now breaking up to the 40-yard line. Late piler on, but no penalty called there. Well, I thought they were going to throw a flag. It's kind of like that the kid when you're playing smear when you're young and the tackle's been made. He just comes and jumps in the pile.
Little Wesley Folds.
Matt Edwards and crew come back out. Edwards alone in the backfield, working out a shotgun. Brings a man in motion. Face to give, now fumble on the play. Edwards picks it up, and he'll look for some running room, but he'll be dropped back at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate for the Bobcats and great for Malvern, but the quarterback was faking the run. The receiver that was coming across in motion and bumps his hip pad, and the ball squirts out, and the quarterback has to fall on it 5 yards deep. So second down to 15, Malvern up.
Edwards again working out a shotgun, has a man to his right. Man moved early, no call, throw. Meant to be underneath, almost picked off by Murdoch. Nonetheless, it'll be third down and 15 as the pass goes incomplete.
Yeah, that Matt Edwards, he just threw it behind his receiver. He looked at it too long and then trying to zip it in there, and he was at least 2 yards behind the receiver.
4 receivers to the left side for Edwards, 1 to the right. Edwards has some pressure, lets it go. Pass is almost picked off. And will go incomplete. Trent Bryant on the covers, Johnny, and he liked to make a one-handed grab.
Yeah, he put his paw up there and almost brought it down near the 30-yard line of Malvern. And now Malvern 3 and outs the Mena Bobcats and doing exactly what Coach Folan's wanting to do, get the Bearcats off the field, off their offensive unit, and get it back in the Malvern unit's hands.
Again, Bryant and King deep for the Leopards. They set up at about the 32-yard line. The punt is away. Fair catch call for, and the catch is made at the 37-yard line. That's where the Leopards will start 1st and 10.
Again, great field position for the Leopards, and great job by the defense, 3 and out. That allows Malvern's offense to roll a few of the big guys back in the offense and not get them wore down on defense. Defense tends to wear your body down a little bit because you've got to give more effort to try to fight through blocks and such. So Malvern's offense, they can control their own destiny here.
2 receivers on either side for Traylor as he steps under center. Brings a man in motion. That's Llewellyn. Give off the right side. Henson escapes one tackler. Gets up over the 40-yard line up to the 41. Pick up of about 4, maybe a little more on the play.
Yeah, very good play. That's 4 yards. And again, he went straight ahead and stayed behind his blockers, got 4 yards on 1st down. That's exactly what Coach Fogelman's wanting to do. Move the ball on 1st down. Get a good yardage on it. Gives the opportunity for offense to do several things on 2nd down.
Again, 2 receivers to either side. Pass near side, complete to Llewellyn. And he's up over the 45-yard line, up to the 46. He'll be about a yard and a half shy of the 1st.
Yeah. Again, Patrick Llewellyn's getting into the offense. He's getting in several plays, running play earlier around the end, and now getting into the offense, trying to swing it out to him. And Malvern's looking for him in this offensive game.
3rd down, calling it 2. It's a short 2 for the Leopards. Again, 3:20 to go here in the 1st quarter. Leopards lead 3-0 on a 25-yard field goal from Alfonso Torres. Traylor steps under center. I formation for the Leopards. Give Henson left side, and he battles his way up. Should be well enough for the 1st down, and it is.
Yeah, just straight again, going off left tackle. And the offensive line is doing a good job moving the ball, moving the defensive line, and just showing their strength, straight up block in this muddy field. It's not quite all muddy, but still there's some muddy spots that as you can tell that Dontel Henson's kind of had some slippage, but apparently the coaches have fixed that.
Henson and the Leopards in the eye once again. Jerry Davis in at fullback. Traylor looking to throw. Far side. Lays one up. Looking for King. It is incomplete. Good coverage out there by the Bearcats. King made a great effort but couldn't come up with it.
Reed Mendoza up there going after it as well as James King, and the ball was just thrown up for grabs going out to the right corner. And it was a fight. And unfortunately, Malvern didn't come down at 2nd down and 10 for the Malvern Leopards.
Jay, I think these D-backs for the Bearcats are giving King quite a bit of room. We've seen the tunnel screens, the swing passes have all opened up quite well. So they're playing about 10 yards off on wideouts. Traylor up under center, turns, gives Henson. Hit in the backfield, he'll be dropped for a loss. The Leopards will lose a couple of yards on that play. Look like maybe 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, blitzing outside linebackers. They were going up the outside field and then ran right into Dontel Henson, and that is exactly where the play was trying to go, and a loss of 2. So brings up a long 12 yards to go. Malvern's got to get near the 42-yard line of the Bearcats for a 1st down.
Bryson Barnes comes split to the near side. 3 receivers split to the far side. Traylor working out of shotgun. Looking to throw. Right side. Hit as he lets it go, and the pass goes incomplete intended for Patrick Llewellyn. And it is 4th down for the Leopards.
Just out of the reach of Patrick Llewellyn, and if he had came down to it and turned upfield, he could have got the 1st down because it was good routes by Malvern, just a little bit overthrown. So 3 and out by Malvern, turning the ball over and downs.
Patrick Llewellyn set to kick for Malvern. Deep for the Bearcats is Trucks Clark. Kick is blocked, but it does take a Malvern roll, and will be down at the 44-yard line of the Bearcats. Johnny, I kind of thought earlier Llewellyn was a little slow getting the kickoff. Last time it was a poor snap, I think, that really led to it, and that may have been the case there as well.
Yeah, it was up over his head, and he had to come down, and then he took about 2 more steps to get rid of it. Had to catch it and readjust, but unfortunately gives maybe an 8-yard punt, maybe a long of 9. The ball is placed near the 44-yard lines of the Bearcats.
Edwards sets up in shotgun. One man set up to his right. Edwards rolls to his right, has some pressure. Hit as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, almost picked off. Murdoch made a diving effort at it. James King had on the coverage as well.
Great pursuit by Devin Ball. Coming up right up the gut and pursues the quarterback, puts so much pressure on him. He throws an errant pass and almost intercepted. So great pressure by the Malvern defense.
2nd down and 10 for the Bearcats. Bearcats on the far hash mark. Wide side is to their right.
Edwards just doesn't seem to be in sync right now, but you give him many more chances, or even good chances. He's got some pretty good zip on the ball.
He's going to keep it. He'll run up the middle, escapes a couple of tacklers, and is very near first down. Johnny,
he's got short, choppy feet, and he's quick. And, you know, he's not the tallest quarterback. He's pretty short. I'd say he's probably about 5'8", 5'9" at the tallest. And he's just very quick and follows his blocks very well. And it just shows. 3rd and short. 3rd inches, I guess.
3rd and very short. I'm surprised they didn't measure this. Nonetheless, Edwards sets up in shotgun, brings a man in motion. Edwards going to keep it. He has the first down, escapes the tackler, and gets up to the 40-yard line of Malvern.
Deep in Malvern's territory now, and 2 consecutive first downs, and before you know it, they're deep in Malvern territory.
Johnny, like I say, not a big kid. Nonetheless, he just tucks it and runs right at you.
Yeah, he doesn't show the size, but again, you lose him, and he's so quick, he can be right past you before you know it.
Edwards again in shotgun, has a man to his right. Edwards face to give, now going to keep it. Escapes the tackler up over the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Maybe the 38 is like where they'll spot this.
Again, Devin Ball comes up and grabs him and throws him to the turf immediately. Again, he's not that big, and if our guys can get a hand on him, they'll bring him to the turf pretty quick, but still, you got to catch him.
Edwards backs off now. I'm going to get another signal from the coaches. Has 2 receivers to either side. One back in the backfield to his right. Edwards takes a snap. Under pressure as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage, but the catch, almost made.
Man, in and out of his hands between 2 defenders. And I thought the receiver, number 22, Cody Standardford, I thought he was going to come down with it right at the goal line. Unfortunately, fortunate for Malvern, James King and Trent Bryant and another defender was all back there defending on the play. But a good throw by the quarterback.
Van Emmerich Andrew in the backfield alongside Edwards. Edwards rolls to his right, throws, pass is complete. That will be enough for a first down as the tackle is made. Looks like at the 23-yard line.
That's where you got to put pressure on the quarterback. If he has time, he's going to look around and find his receivers. He checked off from the first receiver, went to the second, and found him in the seam.
And that is going to end the first quarter of play. Leopards lead this one 3-0, but the Bearcats are on the move. We'll be back to Mena in just a moment.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
Thinking in the right direction. Southern State Bank.
Back in Mena at Randall Horton Field. Leopards lead it 3-0 as we get the second quarter underway. The Bearcats threatening here as we get started in the second quarter. At the Malvern 22-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And Edwards, Johnny, whom you thought looked a little bit out of sync early, seems to have found a rhythm.
Well, he's the last couple of times he's had plenty of time to look around. Malvern's defensive line hasn't put much pressure on him. You shake him up a little bit, he throws errant. And that's what Malvern's got to do, put pressure on him.
High snap, but he feels it, gives to the man in motion, escapes the tackle, finally made it to the 30-yard line. Long play, gain of about a yard, though.
Kevin Bell searched him out and destroyed him right there at the 20-yard line.
That's not a sight you want to see when you're turning that corner.
With that bandage all over his left hand, he just looked like a club, just clubbed him and knocked him out.
He's actually a cast. Edwards now set up in shotgun again, as he has been all night. Rolling to his right, has some pressure. Devin Ball chasing him, as was Bell. The pass goes incomplete.
No, he catches it.
Oh, did he catch it? I thought I saw it go flying there, but it is a gain there to about the 15-yard line. The Bearcats are not going to huddle.
That was the starting linebacker, one of the co-captains, number 42, Logan Courtney. He just runs a 5 and out. Good catch by that young man.
Edwards trying to grab the Leopards off sides. Looks like they may have. 5 yards will move the ball up to the 11-yard line of Malvern.
Unfortunately, Eric Watkins kind of jumped and got in the neutral zone. Moves the chains. Ball's going to be placed near the 10-yard line. And almost 1st and goal. The Bearcats do have a chance at 1st down if they get it inside the inch line.
Two receivers to the right, two to the left, one man in the backfield alongside Edwards. He takes a snap, running to his left. He's going to keep this one all the way, trying to find the corner. And he's not going to do so, but he does not go down easy. Actually stays on his feet all the way out. Trent Bryant finishing off the play.
Well, Mike, he's not very big, but look at those calves on him. I mean, he's just as big as any other lineman. That means that young man's got strong lower body, and he can take on those defenders regardless how big he doesn't look. So Malvern's defense controlled him and pushed him out of bounds for a 2-yard loss.
Edwards takes a snap, steps forward, now looking throw towards the corner. Pass is picked off.
Yes.
Trent Bryant with the interception for Malvern, and they'll get the ball at the 20-yard line.
Great job of keeping your composure, catch it, and keep your feet in bounds, and that's exactly what he did. Overthrown pass from Edwards, and the turnover allows Malvern to take over in downs, and the Bearcats were definitely threatening against the Malvern Leopard defense.
Johnny, looked like the coverage there had good coverage under and over the receiver, over the top there. Trent Bryant, of course, back behind. That pass sailed. Trent Bryant was in perfect position.
Yeah, Edwards he doesn't look in sync right now, but Malvern's got to watch him.
Trailer gives to Henson, looking for room up the middle, and very little gain there for Henson as he gets just up over the 20-yard line, and we'll call it 2nd and 9.
Mike, I think it's getting close to time. You're going to fake those runs, and you're going to just dump it over those linebackers. The linebackers are starting to crash, and keying on Henson every play. And Coach Fogelman is going to see that, and he's going to dump it over to one of these receivers coming across the middle. So far, all we've done is throwing it out to the wings and nothing inside. So the linebacker, we're going to get some of these linebackers crashing in a minute.
Trailer now steps up under center. Henson alone in the backfield. Pitch to Henson, far side, trying to find the corner. Gets a little bit of running room as he gets up to about the 25-yard line. It'll be about 5 yards shy of the first.
Again, when you third and 5 is a manageable situation. Dontel took the pitch to the left-hand side and went in front of the Malvern stands and got some extra yardage. And with the wind, Malvern should have a good chance to go downfield if they need to.
Trailer up under center. He tried to draw the Bearcats offsides. They stayed under control. Again, if you're just joining us, 9:43 to go in the first half. Leopards lead 3-0. Trailer takes a snap, throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Big hit there put on Patrick Llewellyn, and he can't come up with the catch.
Unfortunately, the ball was just behind him, made him spin around, and when he did, the defender cleaned his clock and knocked the ball loose, and now Patrick Llewellyn's going to have to step back there and punt the ball away.
Deep for the Bearcats once again, or this time rather, looks to be Thacker Landon.
He's near midfield and kind of been surveying exactly where Patrick's been kicking it.
Llewellyn gets the kick away, fielded back at the 42, escapes one man, trying to get to the outside. And he does, and is going to be finally brought down about 2 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, he broke about 2 tackles and allowed him to get an extra 6 yards out of the deal. And a very good field position for the Bearcats.
They'll actually spot him, Johnny, looks like just shy of midfield.
Yeah, about the 49-yard line of their own. And the Malvern defense is back out there trying to stop them and get them 3 and out again. Good job, Trent Bryant intercepting it in the end zone, giving the Malvern Leopards an opportunity. But instead, Malvern goes 3 and out and gives it right back to them.
2 receivers to either side for Edwards. Takes a snap. Does give for the first time tonight to his running back there. It's number 30, Cole Justin, on the carry, and he picks up about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Very quick snap. Almost looked like the line and the backs weren't even set when the ball was snapped, but they're trying to get it to and trying to quick hit the Malvern Leopard defense.
Justin again sets up to Edwards' left. 2 receivers again to either side. 2nd and 8. Edwards rolls to his left, looks to throw. Pass is broken up, almost picked off by Jamerson.
Man, Jamerson almost stepped in front of the defender. If the ball wasn't thrown errant way away from the receiver, that could have been 6 because Jamerson was on top of it immediately.
3rd down and 8 now for the Bearcats. Another big down for this Malvern defense. Edwards still working out a shotgun as Cole to his right. Drops straight back, looking to throw. Has escaped some pressure. Giving chase is Ollison. The pass is caught. Caught in Leopard territory at about the 34-yard line. I wasn't sure if he'd come up with it, but nice catch out there.
He slid down to his knees and came back to his quarterback, and that's what you got to do as a receiver. If you run off the play and then when the quarterback's having to scramble, you have to come back to him and help him out, and that's exactly what they did. And the quarterback's got a strong enough arm, and he got it out there downfield about 15 yards and got a good pickup.
Edwards running right up the middle, hit and dropped for a loss. It looked like, Johnny, that Devin Ball was going to get held there, but he was able to break free.
Well, he had the outside containment towards our side, and when he did, he bounced off the guy, and the quarterback runs right by him, he grabs him, and brings him down immediately. Loss of 2.
2nd down and 12. Bearcats at the Malvern 36-yard line as Edwards again in shotgun. Basically the same formation every time for Mena. Edwards takes a snap, drops straight back. Leopards giving pressure. Pass is incomplete. Pass was meant to be thrown underneath. Jamerson out there on coverage for the Leopards.
The quarterback is constantly throwing behind the receivers. Just not very sharp tonight, and going to give up some turnovers. He continues to do that, and Malvern's going to be beneficial on that. Malvern's got to come up with it if that's going to happen.
Very athletic young man, this quarterback. Great arm if he can find his targets. 3rd down and 12. Big down again for the Malvern defense. Edwards rolling to his right. Throws. Pass is complete. And that's going to be another 1st down for the Mena Bearcats. So, Johnny, the Leopards keep putting Mena in 3rd and long, and the Bearcats just keep converting.
Yeah, Jerry Hensley, he's a little defensive back, scat back, and he's not even bigger than Mario Jamerson. And and Kevin Bell was trailing him, and unfortunately he's going to win that battle each time because the quicker of the two, and Kevin Bell just couldn't keep up with him.
Ball on the 20-yard line, first down and 10 for Mena. Edwards takes a snap, rolls to his left, has some pressure, runs out of the pocket, and he's got running room on the right side. Finally knocked out of bounds by Devin Balls. Both go flying out towards the track.
Man, he laid the wood down there on the 4-yard line, knocking him out of bounds. But still, the quarterback got out to the corner, and he was gone.
And it's going to be first and goal for the Bearcats. The gain was to the Malvern 4-yard line. Again, the defense trying to protect a 3-0 lead. 7:28 to go here in the first quarter.
Defense is going to have to keep an eye on 14. He's probably going to keep it himself most of the time.
Edwards, snap goes over his head. Edwards picks it up, and he's wrapped up back near the 20-yard line.
Great job of Jamerson getting back there and causing havoc. The ball was snapped over the quarterback's head, and the quarterback was able to get a hand on it. Pops up, and Jamerson was back there about ready to jump on it himself and lights up the quarterback.
They spot the ball at the 15-yard line.
Loss of 10.
Second and goal from the 15 for the Mena Bearcats.
Brings back the passing game now for the Mena Bearcats.
3 receivers to Edwards' left, 1 to his right. Takes a snap, rolling to his left. Throws towards the end zone pass, bounces off his intended man, goes incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Crowley near the goal line, and it will be third and goal from the 15.
Once again, Mike, that the ball was behind him. It was on his back shoulder, and the receiver just could not come up with it. He was open, and he was right there at the end zone.
6:43 to go here in the half. Leopards lead 3-0. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Edwards rolling to his left, being blitz, throw towards the Malvern. Oh, come on. Oh, unbelievably bad call.
The defender has all the opportunity to go for it as much as the offensive player, and they flagged James King for getting darting in front of the receiver, try to get the football.
Did they even make contact, Johnny? I mean,
yeah, the receiver runs in the back of King, but still, that he was not restricting the line of flight.
Oh, man, shades of Florida, Arkansas.
Now that's what I saw. Now, I don't believe that was a defensive penalty, but unfortunately that gives the Bearcats
first and goal from 5.
First and goal, halfway, should be about the 7.5.
Yeah.
So that brings back in the offense running the ball again and a new set of downs. Malvern's defense just now
got a flag throw.
We're going to have the coaches now. I think it's going to have a problem now. It's going to be another half distance.
Sideline warning. You know, that, Johnny, I don't know what the deal is this year. I've seen that more this year than I've ever seen before. I don't know if that's a point of emphasis from the AAA, but
it must be.
I've seen at least one of those in every game this year. Edwards on the keeper, breaks to the outside, and he dashes towards the goal line. Will be brought down at about the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal from there.
Well, it's got to be an emphasis from them. They're just, I guess they think that the coaches are getting more out of control than they used to be, and they're trying to control the football game.
After that last call, they had good cause to be out of control.
Exactly. 6:12 on the clock.
Edwards right back up the middle. He'll be dropped shy of the goal line, actually very near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a slight gain on the play. It'll be third down.
Devin Ball once again steps into the hole, brings the quarterback to his knees immediately, and he's having one heck of a football game. Malvern's defense is holding them third down and short. They're right at the 3-yard line, and now it causes the Bearcats for a timeout.
Hi, I'm Josh. Get up, wait.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season from our Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
Once again, back in Mena at Randall Horton Field, Leopards leading the Bearcats 3-0, but the Bearcats threatening here late in the half, 5:42 to go in the first half, and the Bearcats have a 3rd and goal from the Malvern 1-yard line.
Well, once again, you know who's going to have it, and it's going to definitely be number 14. And I believe that he's probably going to try to run off tackle. He's going to fake the throw and then roll out and try to make it in on his own. Spread the field and try to penetrate the weakness in the defense.
Jamerson showing blitz from the outside. And Edwards goes in for the score.
Goes off left tackle, just a dive play by the quarterback. You spread the field, you've got opening holes, and it's linebacker on quarterback.
So that puts the Bearcats on top 6-3 as they set up for the extra point. The kicker for the Bearcats is Jerry Hensley. Good snap, good hold, the kick's away, and it goes through the upright. And the Bearcats have a 7-3 lead, 5:38 to go here in the first half of play. We'll be back in Mena in just a moment.
Here at Malvern High School,
my favorite thing about Malvern would have to be the teachers, because all of them are personable.
The thing I like about Malvern is that you meet college hours while you're in high school.
The thing I like the most about Malvern is we're striving to improve on all of our standardized tests.
passion, pride, and excellence. Malvern High School.
Once again, back in Mena, where the Leopards are down 7-3, 5:38 to go here in the first half of play. And Johnny, Leopards able to get the Bearcats in 3rd and long on 3 different occasions on that drive, on that scoring drive, and were unable to keep the Bearcats out of the end zone.
Yeah, that's the tough part about your defense being demoralized a little bit. You get them tied up 2 plays, and then all of a sudden you allow a big play to happen on 3rd down. That's just tough to swallow. Unfortunately, Mountain's offense just going to have to come out here and score.
Plenty of time on the clock for the Leopard offense as Mena breaks out of that cluster formation and gets up, set up rather than a conventional kickoff formation. Actually getting calls from the sideline here before they kick off. Short kick, it is an onside kick, and the Leopards, Johnny, are going to end up with great position as Jamerson. Mario
Jamerson
covers it for the Leopards in Bearcat territory. It'll be the 48-yard line.
Not a very good play by the Bearcats. Now they put the pressure on the defense. Malvern's got the ball inside their side of the field near the 48-yard line. So Malvern only got 48 yards to go in 5:38 before halftime.
3 receivers to the left. James King comes split to the right. Trailer goes up under center. Takes the snap. Gives to Henson. Up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. And is going to be brought down near the 43-yard line. Pickup of about 5 on 1st down.
They've got maybe 3 to go, Mike, for a 1st down. Got to get inside the 30. You're about right. I'm sorry.
It's about 6 yards. Pickup.
Good play on 1st down from Henson. Good movement by the offensive line, opening up that hole.
2 receivers to either side as Trailer again steps under center, brings Llewellyn in motion. Give Henson left side, up the middle rather, and he'll be brought down at about the 41-yard. Very poor spot, I thought, Johnny. Looking at the referee, he looks to be about a yard behind where Henson ended up.
Yeah, it's a long 2.5, 3 yards. They're bringing in Bell and also Ollison. Yamauchi's coming in. So it appears that they're bringing in some size to move the football, move the chain.
3rd down and 3 for the Leopards.
Leopards going to call a timeout here.
We're going to take a break as well. 4:26 to go in the first half of play. We'll be back. Leopards trail 7-3.
We can help you get that dream home, no matter how big or small, with a competitive rate mortgage from Malvern National Bank. We've got the stamina to get you to your financial goals. We're Malvern National Bank.
Looking to get first down. 4:26 to go here in the first half of play. Leopards trail 7-3 and face 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, we're just sitting in good position. They tried an onside kick, and we got an onside their field. And Malvern's got to capitalize in this great field position.
One receiver to either side, power I formation now for the Leopards. Give, Henson up the middle, pushes his way up near the 40-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. It is going to be about a yard shy of the first. Right at the 40 is where they'll spot this. And the Leopards will have a decision to make with 4:11 to go in the first half.
Unfortunately, it just didn't get any push at all, and the defense rose up for the Bearcats and did not allow anything to go for the Malvern Leopards.
Looks like the offense still on the field for Malvern.
Inside 8 seconds on the game play clock.
Trailer up under center, turns, give, Henson. Across the 40, he's got the first down, still on his feet inside the 30-yard line, and finally drugged down at the 25.
Usually when it's short yards, if you bust through that initial phase, you're going to get big yardage beyond that, and exactly what he did. He got down beyond the first down yards near the 40 and got about a 15-yard gain on the play.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line for the Leopards. 2 receivers go split to the left, 2 split to the right. Trailer again under center, where he spent the majority of time so far tonight. 3:18 to go in the first half. Trailer fakes the give, now rolls to his right, looks, throws, got King underneath at the 20, and run out of bounds inside the 15 and about the 14-yard line, and that will be another Leopard first down.
Yeah, great throw and great catch. Froze the linebackers, froze the cornerback for run support. He fakes on it. James King rolls out and was able to receive the catch in stride and get an extra 5-10 yards after the catch.
Now 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Trailer still under center. Henson alone in the backfield. They give to Henson up the middle. Finds a crease up near the 10-yard line. And they'll spot him at the 9. Gain of 4 on the play.
Plenty of time on the clock. Malvern can milk as much as they want and still need to move the chains. Malvern's wanting to punch it in right here and get some points on the board, get that lead back.
Trailer up under center. Takes a snap. Give to Henson again. Up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. And we'll get nothing there. It'll be 3rd down.
Got a loss on the play, maybe half a yard. But he got up to the line of scrimmage and stopped, and before you know it, the Bearcats swarmed him and brought him down immediately.
Allison back in the game for the Leopards. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Leopards trail 7-3. I formation. Jared Davis in at fullback. Fake the give, looking to throw his trailer underneath. Finds King. King brought down, looking for the spot. It's going to be right at the 5-yard line. That's going to be very near a first down.
It's going to be about a yard short.
It is 4th down for the Leopards.
Ball's got to get near the 4, if not beyond the 4-yard line for the first.
And it looks like the Leopard offense will stay on the field. Big play with a minute and a half to go here in the first half.
They're liable to try to draw the Bearcats off.
The Mena crowd on their feet and making noise. Taylor turns, gives, Henson barrels his way inside the 5. We'll wait on the spot. I hope it's not the guy on the near side of the field that they give the spot to, because he's well short of the first, it looks like.
Nope, they didn't make it.
Yeah. Johnny, this, obviously I look at this game through orange glasses, but this near side judge has been consistently about a yard shy of where I thought the ball was all night.
Well, it wasn't his call. It was the far side linesman that made the call, and it was his spot. But unfortunately, he comes up and gives the mark on this side as well, and they were good half yard shy of the first down. It was visible from this angle. Malvern needed to come up with a score there.
Edwards takes a snap. He's going to run this one up the middle. He'll get met immediately. He'll get just across the 5-yard line, pick up about a yard on the play.
Timeout.
Just a minute to go here in the first half. Leopards trailing 7-3.
Mike, I think I would have forced, timeout that deep in that side of the field. They've got to run the ball. They're just going to milk the clock. They don't want to have to put any plays in place here besides running the football. 14 is going to get it and run it.
4 seconds to go on the play clock. The snap gets away. Edwards looking for a corner hit as he gets up to about the 7-yard line. I wouldn't doubt the Leopards do call timeout here.
Timeout.
And they do. They do take a timeout. 28 seconds left here in the first half of play. Leopards trail 7-3. We'll be back to Mena in just a moment.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
Thinking in the right direction. Southern State Bank.
Once again, back at Mena where the Leopards trailed the Bearcats 7-3. 28 seconds to go here in the first half of play. And the Bearcats have the ball on their own 7-yard line. 3rd down and 8 to go for the Bearcats. Malvern looking to force a punt situation here, or possibly a turnover. Edwards still working out a shotgun. Sends a man in motion, catches the snap, looking to throw, now going to run it. And he'll be well shy of the first down. The Leopards do take a timeout. 22 seconds to go in the first half. And the Leopards should get an opportunity, Johnny. We're going to stay with this one. The Leopards should get a good opportunity if they can field a punt cleanly.
Yeah, I think that Coach Scarborough is going to bring the house with the defense and allow it to bound down wherever with one guy deep just to make sure that they don't cover it fast enough. But Malvern's got to put pressure on this punter. He's going to be standing in their end zone, and he should be several yards deep. He should be about 13 yards deep, so he'll be near the back half of the end zone for the punt.
So just 22 seconds for the Leopards to make something happen. Bryant and King are the deep men for the Leopards. As it is 4th down and 7 for the Bearcats. The punter, A.J. Crowley, set up about 3/4 of the way into his end zone. Gets a low snap, fields it, gets the kick away. It is a short kick. Hits at the 35 and will go out of bounds. The Leopards, Johnny, will have 14 seconds to make something happen here in this first half.
35-yard line. Malvern has wonderful field position, got the ball back where they had it, and now have an opportunity. You you've got about 2 plays you got to get ran.
How many timeouts we got left?
We got 0 timeouts, and Malvern has 14 seconds. You can get it downfield at least once, and you've got time ran out in regulation, get another one off. You cannot catch the ball in the middle of the field and go down until the ball's set.
Basically, you've either got to score or go out of bounds on your first play.
You got to basically go for the end zone 2 times.
You know that the Bearcats are going to be setting up deep, guarding against the long pass.
Or let them. Our physical receivers, and as good as our receivers are better than their defensive backs. They've just, here in the last several series, they've come up and met our running game. They have not put any pressure on our passing game at all. So Malvern's got to throw the ball down there, down the field with accuracy. And if Traylor can get it down there to King or Trent Bryant once again, Malvern's got an opportunity to score. But they've got to get it downfield. Oh, now the Bearcats have taken the timeout themselves.
Okay, well, Mena takes a timeout. Johnny, let's go ahead and take a break as well. 14 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll be back to Mena in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Josh. Get up, wait.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season for my Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
Once again, back at Mena, Leopards have 14 seconds to score here. They're at the 35-yard line of the Bearcats. They trail the Bearcats 7-3. 2 receivers to either side as Traylor sets up in shotgun. 3 deep men for the Bearcats as Traylor has some pressure. Now going to keep it, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. 8 seconds to go in the half, and the Leopards will get Johnny probably just one more shot.
Well, Mike, that's where I think the Traylor still needs to get a chance to throw it downfield. He had plenty of time, just didn't see the receivers open. Again, the receivers got to get separation, and Traylor's got to recognize that separation, get rid of the football.
Well, Johnny, we were talking about that. At some point, you just take a shot and say, if we get it, we get it. If they intercept it, so what?
Mm-hmm.
Traylor is still working out a shotgun. Traylor takes a snap, has some pressure, throws towards the end zone, pass is incomplete. 2 seconds left, and Johnny, we're going to get one more run at it.
Had a shot at James King coming through the post pattern, and again, trying to go straight down the gut. Of course, we had blitzing linebackers and trying to go right between the 2 safeties, but it was a dangerous pass down the field. But again, Malvern still has another opportunity to go downfield with it.
This will be the last play of the first half. Leopards trailing 7-3. 2 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Traylor working out a shotgun. Only 3 rushers. Throwing towards the end zone. Pass is broken up and goes incomplete. And the Leopards will go into the locker room trailing this one 7-3. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly in Mena.
Dreaming of your retirement? Let's plan it together. We're Malvern National Bank. Enjoy life. We make financial security easy. We're Malvern National Bank.
Torres set to kick off for Malvern. As we get the second half of play underway, high short kick fielded at the 40-yard line, and that will be where the Bearcats take over at their own 40.
It's a pooch kick to one of the upbacks, and 40-yard line gives gives the Bearcats very good field position. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not. Basically, it becomes a fair catch. This kid did not fair catch. He could have got his head taken off.
Yeah, he bailed out quickly, though. He knew it was coming.
Yeah.
He's probably not aware he could even call the fair catch there.
Yeah, he was not expecting it, and probably has not been done by the Malvern Leopards this year.
Edwards alone in the backfield, brings a man in motion. Now sets up to Edwards' right. And we have got a flag down, Johnny. I think that's probably going to be some type of illegal procedure.
Good ball. False start. Flag. Repeat first down.
It is a false start against the Bearcats.
That's going to move them back 5 yards. Going to place it on the other side of the 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Bearcats.
Again, Edwards sets up alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. They're on the far hash mark. Man goes in motion. Edwards rolling to his right, looking to throw. Now looking towards the center of the field. Pass complete. Shy of the first down, but not by much. A.J. Crawley on the reception. They'll spot him about a yard shy of the first.
Terrence Jackson on the coverage and catches it. It almost gets sandwiched between Kevin Bell and Jackson, and the small receiver would have been in trouble then.
2nd and 2 for the Bearcats. Again, a man in motion. Sets up. He'll fake the carry. Going to be wrapped up. Devin Ball strips the ball away. Leopards pounce on it. And they will have the football at the 33-yard line of the Bearcats.
Good job. Great job by the Malvern defense.
Devin Ball came flying in, created the turnover.
Allison comes up with it at the 34-yard line. Malvern in business. Quarterback just could not keep the handle, and after it got swatted and hit his arm, the ball comes out. And trouble for the Bearcats early in the third quarter. Malvern's got the opportunity to cash in on the side of the Bearcats.
Johnny, you mentioned, but they had to get some pressure on Edwards. They did there. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Man in motion is Henson. Now, that is James King on the keeper. He gets up to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, King's in at quarterback in the shotgun, and Traylor's not in at this moment.
That's something the Leopards have done a lot of also in the last few weeks. Gives them a little bit different look with King at quarterback.
Here comes Traylor back in.
2nd down and 6 for the Leopards. Ball at the Mena 30-yard line. 2 receivers to the right. Bryant now moves to a tight end. James King splits out to the near side. Traylor takes a snap, gives Henson, trying to get to the outside. Looking for room, breaks away from the tackle at the 30, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line, I believe.
Gain of about 4 on the play, brings up a long 2, maybe 3 yards. Ball's got to get near the 25-yard line for the first down.
Johnny, that's really the first time in a while the Leopards have tried to get to the corner.
Yeah, they've been trying to push straight up the gut and not trying to get it outside.
Traylor working out of shotgun. Brings King in motion, takes a snap, fakes the give, now going to give to Henson, going the other way. Henson goes out of bounds. Had a short side of the field he was coming to.
Very close to the marker, Mike, and if he's on the 25-yard line side, he's not there yet.
Ball, the nose of the football is at the 25.
He's short.
He's going to be about a half a yard shy. The Leopard offense is going to stay on the field. Leopards need to get, like I said, about a half yard to get the first.
The defender held him up and then wasn't able to spin away from him to get that extra yard he needed.
Davis in at fullback. Traylor up under center. Give Henson up the middle. He's got the first down, breaks away from a tackle momentarily, and he'll be brought down at the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Excuse me, the 19-yard line.
He just slid in the crack and then just bounced off his blockers. Good job of blocking up front by the big guys, and then also Davis getting in there and getting the hat on, and then second effort by Henson getting an extra 3 more yards.
Johnny, like you were talking about earlier on those goal line type situations, if you can get through that first wave, there's usually some running room. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. I believe that's King back in at quarterback. Gives this time coming across to Henson, and he'll get back basically to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Trying to get outside, and good containment by the Bearcats. Bearcats are very good at tackling, and the first man that usually gets on them, they usually stay on them, and Malvern has not been able to arm handle the Bearcats at all, trying to get them off of them.
Gain of about a half a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 for the Leopards. Trailer turns, takes the give, now looks to throw. Pass is low, and they're going to say incomplete.
Mike Traylor's just a little bit slow getting the ball out there. King was immediately open after he turns and makes the fake. Plenty of time to get it out there, but he needs to get it out to King immediately and get it out there where King can make all kinds of open field progress that he can. Now it comes up 3rd and long, a long 9 yards for the offense.
8:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leopards trailing 7-3, have the ball at the Mena 19-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Trailer working out of shotgun as Henson set up to his left. Trailer drops straight back, looking to throw. Pass is complete. And fighting toward a first down, the Leopards will have it.
Trent Bryant, man, what a great catch by him. He runs a 10-yard and in and comes back to the quarterback and comes back and makes the catch. Great catch by Trent Bryant. And then Trailer stepping up in the pocket and making a good throw out to the outside, giving Malvern the first down.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Leopards looking to take the lead for the first time since about 5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Trailer throwing towards the end zone. Has a man caught. Touchdown Malvern. James King.
Oh, he just went up and got it. It was a throw up over in the right corner, and he was able to go up over the defender and come down with a great catch.
Yeah, we were talking at halftime, Johnny, somewhat off the mic. Let's let these receivers use their athleticism, and that was a great example right there. Torres on to kick the extra point. Kick is faked. Now throwing towards the end zone. The pass will go incomplete. I'm not sure when the bad snap there. Trent Bryant tried to make something happen. And the Leopards will have a 9-7 lead. 8:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Josh. Get up, wait.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of 3rd Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season from our Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
Back at Mena, Leopards take the lead 9-7 and getting set to kick off to the Bearcats.
Mike, it appeared that the Trent Bryant received the ball high as he was putting it on the tee, slammed it down trying to get it in place, and it slid off the tee, and then he gets up and tries to make a play on his own. And of course, the signals are to get the outside guys to roll off and go out for a pattern. And unfortunately, Malvern did not respond and get out there and do that. Unfortunately, Malvern still leads 9-7, just down 2.
8:15, as we said, to go here in the 3rd quarter. Torres set to kick off once again to the Bearcats. This time, deep kick fielded at the 11-yard line. Across the 20, the 25 hit made there, and that's where that return will end.
That's a great job on Terrence Jackson again, coming up with another good play. Getting down there and getting through the wedge, and the Bearcats try to set up a wedge in front of their home stands, and Mr. Jackson just slices right in there and makes a good tackle right there at the 25. Again, Malvern's defense got to put pressure on the quarterback.
Edwards has a man to his right, two receivers to either side. Takes a snap, drops straight back. Four-man rush, throw down the middle of the field. No! And two flags come in on the play. Murdoch and King had the coverage, and it's going to be a pass interference against Malvern. Malvern players not too excited about the calls. I'm sure you can imagine. Nonetheless, the Bearcats will get a first down and a considerable chunk of yards.
You know, unless his backhand had a hold of his jersey, that's the only way that they were going to call a hold. And they're moving the ball on up 15 yards.
White, automatic, first down.
Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line of the Bearcats, 1st and 10.
James King was coming over the top, nearly picked that ball off.
And if he'd have touched it, it would not have been a call.
We got a flag down before the play, and that's got to be an illegal procedure once again, or an illegal shift.
Not unless the coaches on our side cause the penalty.
The tip-off, sideline warning, White.
Okay, the sideline warning once again.
This time it resulted into a penalty.
The penalty moves the ball up to the Mena 45. Now they've got 1st and 5. Edwards still working out a shotgun. Four receivers to his left, one to his right. Five-man rush by the Leopards. Throw down the right side. Murdoch in position, makes the interception, maybe. We'll wait and see what they call. No! They give it to the Bearcats. He wrestled it away from Murdoch as they both go up and get it and come down on top of each other, and he wrestled away from him for the reception. Murdoch had great coverage. Oh, he was in between the quarterback and the receiver. And the receiver just come up with it. Gain is to the 25-yard line of the Leopards. Edwards still working out a shotgun. Four receivers to his left, one to his right. Takes a snap. Throws. Short. Pass complete. Inside the 20-yard line.
Jerry Hensley on reception. Run out of bounds.
Mike, that's where I'm talking about. Get it out to your receivers quickly, and that's what Edwards did. Get it out to his weapons and allowing them to make the plays after the catch. And he caught it behind the line of scrimmage, and then before you know it, he's 5 yards down the field and out of bounds without anybody touching him.
Ball very near the 20-yard line and 2nd and 5.
Of course, once again, a host of Leopards all over the field. Malvern's defense is coming up and making some plays. Just unfortunately, the Bearcats on top of it.
Man in motion, Edwards on the keeper up the middle. And he barrels his way up near a first down. Looks like he'll have it. It looks like he got inside the 15-yard line. He'll spot it at the 14. 1st and 10 for Mena. $7:38 to go here in the third quarter. Leopards ahead now, 9-7. Edwards, one man set to his right, takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw, has some pressure, escapes one man, and then is going to be brought down at the 15-yard line, loss of a yard on the play.
Great job of putting pressure. The first man through allowed Edwards to try to get away and try to step into and try to get rid of the football before Austin turns him inside, and a host of Leopards come up and make the tackle, and in a loss on the play. That's a sack for Malvern.
2nd down, 11 for the Bearcats. on the near hash mark. They have 4 men to the left. There was some movement. I didn't see a flag. Pass is complete at the 5-yard line.
Right inside the 5-yard line. And the slant pattern works. Number 16 for the Bearcats. He's the one who come up and wrestled the ball away from Murdoch moments ago and slides in and he makes the catch. Edwards gets rid of the ball very quickly, and he was able to slide it in there in between the defenders.
3rd and a yard for the Bearcats, just outside the 5-yard line. Edwards tries to draw the Leopards off sides. And now the Bearcats are going to take a timeout. 6:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leopards lead 9-7. We'll be back to Mena in just a moment.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
Thinking in the right direction. Southern State Bank.
Once again, back at Mena. Leopards ahead in this one, 9-7. 6:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mena looking to retake the lead. They have the ball at the Malvern 5-yard line, facing a 3rd down and 1.
Well, Mike, they have a defensive lineman, number 90, that is out there, not even listed on the Bearcats roster, but he's a big guy that looks like a lineman. It's kind of lined up as a fullback offset.
You got to believe Edwards keeping it and going somewhere.
I believe he's probably going to be going to the left-hand side.
And he does. Barrels his way in for the 1st down. 2 flags come down in the backfield. Johnny may have been some movement that time.
Well, they call it illegal shift, but what happens is when those running backs are moving forward, that's an illegal shift. They cannot do that. That's going to back them up 5. So finally the referee sees that, and you've mentioned it a couple of times, Mike, and that it appears that they're moving forward, and those the backs are not able to do that. Sometimes that is the problem with the center that's snapping it too late, and when the quarterback calls out the signal.
So the penalty negates what would have been a 1st down for the Bearcats. Now they face 3rd and 6. Ball at the Malvern 10-yard line. Edwards again working out of shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Edwards looks to throw underneath. Pass incomplete, broken up there by Kevin Bell.
Wonderful play by Kevin Bell, knocking it out of his hands. And 30 did not have a chance, and he's the running back. And in and out of his hands, and Kevin Bell busts it out of there. So great play by Kevin Bell.
Johnny, maybe I'm just seeing things. It looked like the back moved again there.
Before the ball gets back there to the quarterback, and of course it doesn't have to be in his hands. It could be in flight, and those guys can be moving.
Okay, we got a field goal attempt by the Bearcats now, looking to take the lead by 1.
Oh, he had a 28 moved.
And the kick is a great kick, but we have, again, a penalty against Mena. Home crowd not very excited about that call, but fairly obvious movement there.
Yeah, 28 just moved, stepped inside. You can't do that. It's all right, moves him back again.
Tip off, false start, flat. Repeat, 4th down.
Just under 6 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now this will be a 32-yard attempt.
Malvern's got to put a little pressure here. On 26, he's got a pretty good leg.
Jerry Hensley is the kicker. He's definitely got the leg to get it there. Low kick. No good. No good, and so the Leopards hold on to this 9-7 lead. They'll take over on downs, Johnny, and what looked to be a promising drive for the Bearcats turns into something positive for the Leopards.
Well, Mike, those 2 penalties right there caused that kicker to think that he needed to put a little more extra leg into it, and what does he do? He hooks it. He does a Tejada on it, and he bounces to the left. So,
Tejada has become a verb. or an adjective. I don't know what it is. Adverb. Trailer takes a snap, throws far side, complete. Up near first down marker, Johnny, and you were talking about hitting those receivers quickly. That's just what the Leopards did.
Yeah, he has to get it out there quick. If he knows that he's going to be open and King is in that slot, nobody's lined up right on him, get the ball to him as fast as you can. Or you know that he is going to be open right after a bootleg. You've got to get rid of it. Read the defender. If he's not wide open, if he is wide open, get it to him immediately.
Second down, about 3 yards to go for the first. Gain of 7 on the play. Trailer under center gives to Henson. Men at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going anywhere.
They're just clogging, and as soon as they read the run, the linebackers are crashing, and the defensive backs are crashing. And they're not respecting the pass at all. Malvern is not going downfield enough. And they're just winding up, putting pressure on the offensive line.
Third down and 3. Ball at the 27-yard line. Trailer has 2 receivers to either side. Henson alone in the backfield. Face to give to Henson. Trailer on the run. Throws. Pass complete to King. King stays on his feet over the 40. Going down the sideline and finally knocked out of bounds.
Wow.
Really about the 48-yard line of Mena.
Man, he put it in overdrive. He was flying. Out of bounds at the Bearcat 48-yard line. And it looked like there for a moment he was gone.
3 receivers to the left. Leopards going to no huddle. 1 man to the right. Trailer up under center. Give up the middle. I believe that's Jamerson in for the Leopards. Gain is to the 44-yard line of Mena.
Good quick hitting offense there on first down, getting 3 yards, and was able to push the Bearcats back, not allowing any of the defensive coaches to get any blitzing package in.
Second down 6 for Malvern. Give up the middle. Nice gain inside the 40-yard line. We're about a yard shy of the first.
Yeah, that's Henson again. He goes inside the right-hand tackle and just weaves his way in for another 6-7 yards. Very near a first down. Got to get it to the 38-yard line of the Bearcats for a first. Another yard to go.
Malvern Leopards, Johnny, looking to seize the momentum, which looked really to be all the way with the Bearcats as they had a drive going just moments ago and had the ball at the Malvern 5.
Yeah.
Trailer up under center, I formation. Give up the middle, Henson. Henson and the Leopards push their way down to the 35-yard line. They'll have the first down.
Good 5-yard push on that play, and you could tell the offense got together. Oh, got a flag.
See what the call is. Thrown in the middle of that pile.
And it looks like after the play, I don't know. Might have been a little pushing going on.
Holding. White.
So it's going to be holding against the Leopards. The penalty flag was thrown about the 35-yard line to move the ball back to the 45. And that will give the Leopards now a third down, Johnny, and about 7 yards. Now, actually, this penalty moves it now. It'll be third down and 8 as it moves the ball back to the 46.
That's an unfortunate call. That's just the crowd of Malvern Leopards, unfortunately. We got it called against us.
2 receivers to either side. Trailer takes a snap, looking to throw. Far side, pass complete, first down Malvern.
Good job from Bryant.
Trent Bryant gets it all the way down to the 34-yard line of Mena, and the Leopards have a new set of downs.
Way to convert on third down and getting it downfield. Bryant again goes 10 yards, comes back, or maybe about 13 yards and comes back and receives the pass. And a great throw and catch by both the Leopards.
Leopards come back to the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers to either side. Trailer takes a snap, gives. Henson up the middle, breaks an initial tackle, and works his way down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, maybe the 27.
Good job on first down, finding the seam, bouncing it outside, and getting an extra 2 yards. Good run on first down. That looks like about 6 yards, maybe 4 yards to go for first down.
Leopards come out in the same formation. Two receivers side to side. Henson sets up to Traylor's right. Second down, about 4. Traylor throws far side, pass complete, swing pass. Gain of about 3 on the play. Or maybe a gain of a couple on the play. We'll see where the spot is. It'll be at the 26.
A long pass trying to get out there, and the defense converge on him too quickly before he could get anywhere. Maybe a yard gain of about 2.
Bryant and King split to the far side for the Leopards. Third down and 2. A big play for the Malvern offense. Give to Henson. Breaks outside. He'll have the first down. Ball comes out and is recovered by the Leopards. Bryson Barnes on the recovery for Malvern.
Luckily, it popped right out to a receiver where he was near, and he lands right on the football, and Malvern comes up with a football, and a lucky bounce from Malvern.
Actually gained a few yards on that fumble, Joe.
Yeah, he did.
Ball covered at the 15-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Again, Bryant and Kingo split to the far side. It's like Barnes and Llewellyn split to the near side. Fake to give. Rolling to his right is Traylor. Throws underneath. Pass is complete. Inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line.
Llewellyn comes up with it. Man, he catches it near his knees and rolls in an extra couple more yards. And first and goal for the Malvern.
They'll spot it down near the 2-yard line.
I tell you what, he was looking for King right out of the gate, and he knew his trailing receiver, Llewellyn, was coming across, and he got it to him immediately.
Henson alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left for Traylor. He goes under center. Takes a snap. Give. Up the middle. Henson. Touchdown, Malvern.
After the extra lean and went over the right-hand side and barrels off into the end zone for the touchdown.
Johnny, this extra point, very big. Very big. Leopards lead by 8. It's 15-7. The extra point here makes this a 2-score game. Good snap, good hold. The kick's away. And it is good. The Leopards lead now 16-7. 1:07 to go here in the third quarter from Mena. We'll be back in just a moment.
Here at Malvern High School.
My favorite thing about Malvern would have to be the teachers, because all of them are personable.
The thing I like about Malvern is that you meet college hours while you're in high school.
The thing I like the most about Malvern is we're striving to improve on all of our standardized tests.
Passion, pride, and excellence. Malvern High School.
Back at Mena, where the Leopards have just scored to make this a 16-7 game. 1:07 to go here in the third quarter, and the Leopards set to kick off.
Good drive by Malvern right out of the gate, coming up and driving it and put it in for the end zone.
Alfonso Torres set to kick for the Leopards. This kick will be fielded at the 10-yard line, 15-20. Escaping the tackler, and then tackle made up near the 25-yard line. That's where the Bearcats will take over 1st and 10.
Good pursuit by the Malvern Leopards, getting down there now, puts the defense back out on the field. Momentum swung back in the Leopard side, and Malvern leads 16-7. 9 points. It's definitely two points. Excuse me, 2 scores for the Bearcats now. In the second half, they've got to come up. 1:01 left in the third quarter. So Bearcats going to have to. They're going to have to get over this hump now.
Edwards takes a snap. Johnny, you saw it again that time, didn't you? Edwards on the run, and he'll have the first down up over the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Mike, I saw what you're saying. The running back took a stutter step back to the left-hand side before the ball even got snapped. And I'm surprised they did not get an illegal shift.
No, it's almost every other play. First and 10 for the Bearcats. 41-yard line. Rolling is Edwards. Pass is incomplete. Would have been a short pass intended for number 16, Jarrett Thompson. He was unable to come up with it. It'll be 2nd and 10.
There's no way he could have got anywhere because Murdoch, Jamerson, and Bell were all going to be searching him down pretty quick. 16 wouldn't have had a chance.
40 seconds here to go in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats. Edwards takes a snap, fumbles it, picks it up, runs into the line of scrimmage, and he'll be brought down for a slight loss on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcats.
Devin Ball comes up and makes the tackle. He's just been a beast tonight, not allowing anything to go outside him, and when he's been pursuing that quarterback, he's been searching him down and knocking him down quickly.
Bearcats going to get off one more play before the third quarter ends. Edwards working out of shotgun, takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw, near sideline, has a man, but is going to overshoot him. Murdoch was gaining ground, but Jared Thompson was open down the near sideline. That'll bring up 4th down and 11 for Mena, and that will also should end the third quarter of play. It does. The Leopards lead 16-7. We've got 12 minutes of football left for Mena. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Josh. It of Wade.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season for my Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
Back at Mena, Leopards lead this one 16-7 as we get the fourth quarter underway. Only one return man deep for the Leopards, that is James King.
James is near his own 30-yard line.
The Leopards set up for a possible fake. They don't see one. The punt's away. It's going to be a short kick angled towards the sideline. Takes a bit of a Mena roll and will be downed at the 34-yard line. Leopards will take over 1st and 10. Johnny, you got to, even though the Leopards did most of their damage with the pass a while ago, you got to expect they're going to look to chew up a little clock.
Yeah, they do. They want to keep it in bounds, and also, you know, the number one thing you've got to do now with the lead, you got to move the chains. You got to chew up clock, keep 14 off the field, and move the football and keep it in your hands so you can control it.
Trailer up under center, takes a snap, pitches. Henson looking for room around the corner. Cuts up field, and he is going to lose a little bit on that play, not quite getting back to the line of scrimmage. And Johnny the Bearcats did a good job of stringing that out. Kind of expect Malvern to have a little bit of a speed advantage out there, but Bearcats doing a good job.
Well, they've got good containment. As I said earlier in the game, they're a sure tackling team. You just do not bounce off any of these players. They definitely tackle. If they get a hand on you, they're bringing you down.
I had said it was a slight loss. It ends up being a slight gain for the Leopards. Man in motion for Trailer. Now he's going to keep it. Running near side. Cuts upfield across the 40. Still on his feet, and he'll have the 1st down as he gets up to the 45-yard line.
Excellent play. Excellent play. Fake it to Henson coming across. He was in motion, and it seemed like every time the Malverns had the ball and the guy comes across, they've been handed off, and Trailer keeps it on a bootleg himself, and good downfield blocking as well by King.
2 receivers go to the left, 2 to the near side. That's Bryant and King. Henson alone in the backfield. Swing pass, far side, Llewellyn. Llewellyn cuts upfield, and he'll be knocked out of bounds up near midfield. May have gotten into Mena territory, and he does.
Well, great catch by Llewellyn and getting it out there by Traylor and getting him out there in plenty of time so he can make a play on his own. What does he do? He gets 7 yards after the catch.
2nd down and 3 for the Leopards. 10:22 to go in the ball game. Leopards leading 16-7. Traylor up under center, 2 receivers to either side. Give to Henson up the middle, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll go nowhere, and it'll be 3rd and 3. And Johnny, as much as we pass, Mena is guarding against that run.
Yeah, they're guarding against the run. They know that if they allow Malvern to pound them too much, they know that that's where their weakness is at. What they've done, they've got their nose guard slanting one way or the other, taking advantage of the seams in the offensive line, creating havoc in the backfield.
Traylor now working out a shotgun. Takes a snap. Give. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Leopards. Gain up to the 45-yard line.
Henson on the carry.
Henson again on the carry for Malvern.
Good job by the offensive line, holding their blocks long enough for Henson to dart in and find a seam. And as soon as he finds a seam, he gets that 3 to 4 yards what Malvern needed.
1st and 10 for the Leopards. They continue to work the clock. 9:17 to go here in the ball game. 1 receiver to either side. Give. Henson left side, has some running room up over the 40-yard line and brought down inside the 40 to about the 37, 38-yard line of the Mena Bearcats.
Wonderful 1st down run. Catching the Bearcats, bouncing around in the defense, don't know where they're going, and Malvern knew exactly what they were going to do. Pinch in the inside and kick out the outside, and Henson bounces out for a good gain on 1st down.
Gain of 7 on 1st. It'll be 2nd down and 3. I formation for the Leopards. Henson again on the carry, has the 1st down. He's up near the 30-yard line. He'll be spotted at the 31. And a once boisterous crowd here in Mena has gotten deafeningly quiet.
Yeah, no, definitely. The thing is that Malvern has just established the run now late in this ball game, and we've had the ball since 12-minute mark in the 4th quarter here, and we're down in the 8.
Give. Henson trips as he goes over the line of scrimmage, regains his footing somewhat, and we'll get down to near the 27-yard line. Mike about 4.
But he slid, and one of the linemen was pulling. He lands into him, and he keeps his footing. He was able to gain 3 or 4 yards. he regained his composure and got 3 yards after that.
Leopards already used up about 4.5 minutes on this drive as Traylor steps under center. Flag comes down.
Flag on the play.
You're going to say that we moved.
I tell you that, Johnny, not saying he's right or wrong, but that guy's throwing more flags tonight by far than anyone else on the field.
He likes that. That flag in his back pocket is pretty slippery, I think. So
penalty moves the ball back just outside the 31-yard line. It's about 2nd and 11. Traylor again under center, turns, gives Henson. Henson inside the 30. Somewhat of a scrum there, and Henson will work his way down to the 28-yard line, pick up about 5 on the play.
Mike, the ball's got to get near the 20, inside the 22, 21-yard line for the 1st. It's going to bring up that long 3rd and 6, maybe 7 yards for a 1st.
Johnny, we talked about using the clock. As you said, the Leopards started this 4th quarter. We almost used up 6 minutes of clock on this drive. I formation for the Leopards. Traylor up under center, turns, throws, far side, pass complete. And that, Johnny, is going to be a little bit shy of the first, as the gain is going to be to about the 23-yard line. Pickup of about 4 on the play. Leopards are going to be a little bit shy. Johnny, I think you've got to go for it here.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I know that Torres's leg is really strong, but Malvern,
that's about a 40-yard attempt from there.
You know, that's just a little bit out of his range. I think Malvern's going to have to go for it and try to get this first down. This is going to be a killer if Malvern gets this, and the Bearcats is just going to have to come up with a turnover if they have a chance.
Crowd on his feet. I formation for the Leopards. Traylor now backs away, looks for a signal from the sideline. And the Leopards are going to take a timeout. 5:49 to go in the game. Leopards lead 16-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
Enjoy your life. We make financial security easy. We're Malvern National Bank.
Back in Mena, where the Leopards are leading this one 16-7. 5:49 to go in the game. Leopards facing now a 4th down. We'll call it a short 3. That's what they're showing on the scoreboard. Johnny, looks like probably a little closer to 2. Nonetheless, this down if the Leopards can get a first is somewhat of a backbreaker.
Well, I think so too, and I think they're going to have to fake the run up the middle or off tackle, and Traylor's going to have to roll towards King and Bryant to get the first down.
Again, the crowd on his feet. Traylor steps under center, offset eye there for the Leopards. Pitch near side. Henson looking for running room. Cuts inside. He's got running room. He's going to get very close. He is in for the touchdown. Wow. 22-7 now. Leopards lead. 5:41 to go in the game, Johnny, and that should have put the nail in.
Well, I tell you what, that was a quick pitch, and going to the wide side of the field, the Bearcats over-pursued, and immediately Henson cuts it up immediately and finds the seam and then keeps cutting back and finds the seam all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Like I said earlier, if on 4th down, if you get through the initial phase, you're going to have a touchdown, a long run.
Oh, get over! Torres' kick is low but good.
It touched the bottom bar, I think, but went in.
It looked like a low knuckle, but the Leopards now have a 23-7 lead. 5:41 to go. We'll be back to Mena in just a moment.
We've got the strength to help you build a solid financial future. We're Malvern National Bank.
5:41 to go here at Mena, and Leopards leading 23-7. Johnny, guys, we were talking in the booth there during the timeout. Hard to believe this Mena bunch has only won one game.
They just can't seem to find ways to get right over the hump. Malvern fought that way for a couple of years, and now Mena's in that same situation.
Kickoff down at the 30-yard line.
But again, you're talking, you've got one kid you got to beat. You got to contain 14. If you can't contain 14, he's going to run all over you. He's going to beat you like he did to us last year. And then now, Malvern's contained him tonight. He has not ran all over the place. And now Malvern has an opportunity to get another W out of here and and right now the score's 23-7 with 5:40 left on the clock.
Edwards working out a shotgun, rolls to his right, now going to keep it. Runs up the middle. He'll get just over the 30-yard line. Johnny, maybe just a shade past the line of scrimmage.
Maybe. He just barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. He's going to have to go downfield if they're going to score points. He's got a strong arm. He can get it out to the receivers, but unfortunately his legs is just not going to win it this late in the ballgame for him.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Bearcats. 2nd down, 9. Edwards drops straight back, throws a swing past the near side, looking for room, and tackle made on the near sideline. Bell out there for the Leopards, as was Trent Bryant.
And not a gain on the play, and unfortunately, Malvern, great containment out there and knocking the kid out of bounds, and he pays the price as he goes out of bounds.
5 minutes to go in the game. going to be trips right, split left. Edwards working out a shotgun, takes a snap, looking for a screen pass. Pass is complete, the 30-yard line, over the 40. And Jerry Hensley on the reception for the Bearcats.
Just short. Unfortunately, Kevin Bell gave pursuit right at the last minute and tried to trip up the receiver right near the line of scrimmage, and just a shade late on it, and brings up a short 4th down.
One arm Kevin Bell couldn't wrap up. Playing with that cast on, a little bit difficult. Made a diving attempt.
We got a kid injured on the sidelines.
Fourth down and a yard for the Bearcats. You got to believe Edwards is keeping here. He does. He runs up the middle. I don't think he got it.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Hey.
Unfortunately.
We can hear the coaches in the near booth weren't very happy with the spot.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he had it from here. Young man that was hurt on the sidelines, Jerry Hensley, that made that last reception, also their kicker. Good-looking kicker, too. I tell you, I think he is a senior, so he won't get to play for him next year, but he got a heck of a leg.
Did he make it?
Yeah, going to give him the first down.
Not by much. But as soon as you get the chain set, the clock will start rolling.
4:46 to go. Leopards lead 23-7. Edwards will have 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Actually, 4 receivers to his right, as he is alone in the backfield. Leopards rush 4. Swing pass. And that may have been backwards. Well, they're not going to call it a backwards pass, even though it was very close. 2 yards behind him, it looked like. Nonetheless, it goes incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bearcats. Edwards stays in shotgun. Has 3 receivers to his right, 1 man to his left. Rolls, throws, underneath, pass complete. Tackle made at the 46. Gain of about 3 yards on the play.
Ball's got to get near the 48-yard line of the Leopards before the Bearcats can have an opportunity for a first down. 3rd and about 7.
Interesting, the Bearcats going short on these routes. Send 4 men to the right side. That's the wide side of the field. Ball's on the near hash mark. 1 man to the left. Edwards has some pressure. Hit as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete.
Ball just crashes in on the quarterback and knocks him loopy.
Allison helps him up.
But ball comes untouched, and he rushes the pass, and the pass goes errant. So it's going to bring up 4th and 7. Edwards is kind of gimpy right now on his throwing side, and that may affect him in this next throw.
Ball really laid the wood there. Edwards rolling to his right, has pressure. Allison giving chase. Ball is thrown. Pass is tipped and incomplete. The Leopards will take over on downs with 4:19 to go here in the game.
Great coverage, great pursuit, great pressure on the quarterback. That's defense for you, and that's what wins championships. And there's no doubt in my mind, Malvern turned the tide in this second half and just shut down the Mena Bearcats with the defense.
And that should give Malvern, or seal up Malvern's 4th conference victory.
Well, Malvern still, I don't know how many timeouts that the Bearcats, I think they've got maybe 2, but still Malvern still has to move the chains a couple times to put this in the books.
Give to Henson up the middle, breaks through the line of scrimmage, and He'll have the first down as he gets up over the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's one way to move the chains, but I was thinking more like two.
You wanted 2 or 3 plays?
2 or 3 plays and get the first.
We're nearing the 4-minute mark in the game. Leopards take their time getting the play in. About 15 seconds on the play clock. Ryan goes split to the far side. Bryson Barnes split to the near side. Trailer up under center. Give this to Henson again. And he is hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Was that more to your liking, Johnny?
Well, I mean, I don't mind first downs. I mean, every time we touch the ball, that'll be a first down. There's just one more down that we got. But the one thing that I like to see is the clock moving right now, and that's exactly what it's doing. It's going to tick down to a reasonable amount, and Traylor's going to snap the ball, if not call a timeout. I don't think so, but they're going to run another play when it gets ticked down around 3 or 4 seconds.
And we are at 3. Traylor steps under center. And I don't know if we had some.
Now we got a timeout.
Timeout Malvern. 3:08 to go in the ball game. Leopards lead 23-7.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
Thinking in the right direction. Southern State Bank.
Once again, we return to Randall Horton Field here at Boyd Stadium in Mena. 3 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the game. Leopards leading 23-7. Leopards come back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10. Had to call timeout as the play clock got away from them somewhat earlier.
Yeah, didn't want to lose 5 yards.
Trailer turns, gives to Henson. Up the middle, he'll work his way up to the 30-yard line.
Mike, I think some of these girls, their cheerleaders are slinging the footballs up in the stands, got some arms.
They went one deep, baby. That was a nice spiral there. I don't know which one that one was. Sign her up. 2:42 as the clock continues to roll. 3rd down and 6 for the Leopards. Henson alone in the backfield. Fake to give to Henson. Trailer rolls wide. Has room to run for it if he wants, but he throws it complete. Keeney on the run inside the 5, and he'll be brought down at the 2-yard line.
What a pass by Trailer. Of course, he had all day. Nobody knew he had it. And then he zipped it right in there, and Kenny caught it right in his hip and just barreled his way down into the inside the 5-yard line down near the 2. And keeping the clock rolling is what he's trying to do, and he did. Great catch by Kenny. Jacob Kenny.
Trailer working the play clock. Down to 10 seconds now. He steps under center. Gives to Henson. Henson will be stopped for a short loss on that play.
Yeah, they're just slicing the holes, or slanting inside the holes and just trying to collapse the pocket.
Lost back to the 5-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Malvern's got it well under control now. I mean, they're knocking on the door inside. Basically, Malvern has controlled the clock all in this 4th quarter.
We're talking about, that was one of the keys that Coach Fogelman wanted to see tonight, and the Leopards have done a good job, especially in the second half. Trailer fumbles the snap. I believe Mena's recovered. And they have with 1:15 to go, and just a lapse in concentration there, Johnny, in the waning moments of sure victory.
Yeah, you can't, nothing take away what we've done tonight. But, you need to put away this team not allow any momentum swings at all. Of course, it's going to be tough for them to score a minute 15 and having the ball on the 7-yard line. But the quarterback he's pretty nifty and swift, and, you know, one little seam, he could be gone. But you don't want that to happen.
Edwards throws far side, pass is incomplete. That will stop the clock with a minute 11 to go.
You know that they're going to be throwing it. They've got to get it outside and get it out of bounds. That's the only way they can dink it down the field, and not much time to go off the clock. They're going to go to the outside.
Edwards working out a shotgun as he has all evening. 2 receivers to either side. Takes a snap, drops straight back, looking throw now, sprints out to his left. Leopards giving chase, but Edwards will have the first down, and he'll be dropped at about the 27.
Cortez Tony comes over later.
Yeah, but don't like seeing us get that excited after a, 20-yard gain?
Yes, true.
1st and 10.
Yeah, but when you're on top of the score, 20 yards in a prevent defense is not all that bad. Got to move it up the line. We're going to have 5 yards going backwards. That's another way to stop the clock.
So I have to use up the timeout, huh?
Yeah, you don't have to lose the timeout.
49 seconds to go here in the game. And the Leopards, Johnny, are on their way to another conference victory. Thing is, now you've got arguably 2 of the toughest teams on the schedule to finish out the year. Edwards drops straight back. Has some pressure. Escapes. Now goes the other way. Weaving his way downfield. And he'll be brought down near the 30, 31-yard line.
I think he's still in bounds. He's still in bounds. The clock's rolling. Now coach just calls a timeout.
That'll stop the clock with 29 seconds to go.
Quarterback didn't get out of bounds. His knee comes down before he slides out of bounds. And the alertness of the coach keeps his eye on the field, and immediately when he sees the play called, he calls a timeout. Good job by the coach on the Mena side.
Again, Leopards on the way to conference victory number 4, Johnny. Next week, the Leopards are at home. Take on
Nashville, isn't it?
Nashville, yeah. That has basically been the cream of the crop for several years in the conference now, and several of the last 4 or 5 years in the division.
Yeah, and then Malvern came very close to. Well, they competed with them, 3 quarters last year, Michael, and then everything kind of got out of control later in the ball game.
Absolutely.
And then, but Malvern had their opportunities and just squandered them late in the game.
Edwards throws near side, pass complete, and going out of bounds is Cody Standifer. He'll have the first down, and that will stop the clock.
Yeah, they're working their way right down the edge, and I think Malvern, I'd almost have a couple deep and then play man-on-man on some of these guys, especially to the outside.
Gain is to the Mena 40-yard line. Standifer throws. Pass is picked off. Picked off by the Leopards. And James King will hand the ball back to the Malvern offense. Ball spotted at the 45 of Mena. And went on out of bounds. Not much use in trying anything heroic.
No, there's too many black jerseys in between him and the end zone, but he knew exactly what he needed to do. He needed to basically get down and turn it over to the Malvern offense and take a knee and take this victory back to Malvern.
14 seconds to go. This should be the final score. Leopards ahead 23-7.
Best thing that Malvern was able to control everything in the second half, and then the Mena Bearcats didn't do anything offensively, and it was all Malvern in the second half to win this ball game.
Malvern takes a knee, and that will end it, Johnny.